You have a 25?
Yeah.
Well, what is it?
It's
Is it
a
like a
what's
Jennings
it?
or a Raven or something?
Yeah, it's a Phoenix Arms Raven.
Dude, I love those. I had one. Genuinely, if I aimed at like the head of a USPSA target at 5 or 6 yards, it would hit around the navel. I do not know what the fuck was wrong with this gun.
Dude, you can't hit anything with it.
Nathan's like,
No.
I had one, but I had to throw it in a river for unknown reasons.
There's a funny little story of what happened to it. I'll tell you guys off the air.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You're listening to the Art and More podcast with your hosts, Nathan and BR. Nathan is a Canadian illustrator with a couple years of military experience, and BR is a British anarchist that moved to the States. Both are passionate shooters and community builders. Together, they run the Seaburn art page. Enjoy the show.
Just have that little bit in the beginning. You should just listen to that at work. On like a JBL fucking Bluetooth speaker or something.
Yes, full volume.
Whatever
if
the
you want
Australian
people
equivalent
that's
of that
using a
is.
Bluetooth speaker in public, you already deserve to be shot.
Yeah. Oh
That's
man,
true.
I hate people that do that. That's one thing I don't miss about the city, is like kids on. I'm going to sound like such an old fart, but like people walking around listening to music, like usually just like brain rot top 40s on speaker.
Brain Rot Top 40. Hey guys, welcome back to the Brain Rot Top 40.
You do that too well. What are we calling you this episode?
Whatever floats your boat.
I think every time people are going to get really confused, but we're just going
That's
to
the
make something
point.
up.
That's the whole point. I mean,
Well-
my name in the... I've changed once again my name in the chat for this time. So last time it was
Eileen
Jenny
Ulick?
Tolwarts. This
Is there an Eileen Ulick here in the bar?
Oh, Stavin.
But yes, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Art and War podcast. We hope you had a very good Christmas. Sorry, a Christmas episode did not happen. I don't even know when this is coming out. It might
And
be
Yeah,
just
we actually don't.
Probably after New Year,
Yeah.
so we hope you also had a very good New Year.
I assume the new year will have happened by the time. Maybe we're still alive. Maybe you're listening to this from the wasteland. I don't know.
Some of you might not even have 10 fingers anymore. There's a chance one of you might be missing at least 3 fingers from fireworks. I don't know.
It could happen. It could happen to you.
Not me though.
VR,
Stay
isn't
safe.
here because he's, I don't know, gay.
Poor VR. He's like, I'd love to, guys, but I'm still just having to edit a bunch of things, and we're just like, he's gay.
In all seriousness, BR is doing BR things, and they're all very important. Christmas is kind of a rough time for everyone in terms of getting shit done. So you're going to have to deal with this, a week or two late.
Especially Santa, he got killed in the regions of Chicago. Gunned down.
Hello, okay, back from technical difficulties. Say something. Let's see if it sounds like you're coming through a garbage disposal.
Hello, Nathan. How are you doing?
Somebody put Bill Gates back in the hole, please.
Dude, I hate that guy. Like,
I will
I mean,
buy
like,
all the farmland.
I think everyone hates that guy to some degree. You know what's creepy? The amount of no, CEOs are good. All of this stuff is good. Coming from mass media and all of the talking head pundits after the whole who deny defend thing. They're I see people getting, and I've seen a couple of screen caps of this, people getting shadow banned for stuff as simple as free Luigi.
Oh yeah. They've also come out. I can't tell you who they are because I don't remember. But apparently, if you posted anything pro Luigi on social media, you are being labeled as a extremist and a potential terrorist threat by the government.
I believe that we put up a preview for our episode right after that happened, and BR did a great job editing it.
It was great.
It looked amazing.
It was very
and then
funny.
Immediately it was nope, account throttled. 18 people saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Complete shadow ban. And it was soft too. No warnings, no nothing. But I looked into the haptics, and it was the account like I put up a story and I think 12 people saw it.
And it took me like 5 tries to get it to even post to my story.
That's wild.
And then by the time it did, BR had taken it down because it was just throttling everything.
Yeah. That's garbage and super creepy, but we won't get into that today because today's the holiday episode. How was your guys' Christmas?
It was wonderful.
I mean, it was nice hearing some of the Christmas music while being in your walls, Nathan. I gotta say,
it was wonderful. Me just humming Mariah Carey loudly as I load MP5 magazines.
Nathan was just by himself loading magazines during the holidays.
Oh, dude, that every year. I did get a bunch of MP5 mags, which is pretty neat.
Did you?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got a full little setup of it. It's like I've got this. It's entirely LARP. Like I feel like I'm a 16-year-old airsofter again. I've got a black plate carrier with like Hesco L210s in it, a pile of MP5 mags. And I just feel like I'm either one like very inaccurate old-timey SAS, or 2, just a LARPing kid enjoying his dream. The second one is actually true. What about you guys? How did your Christmas go?
I just told you mine. I don't know about Phil here.
I mean, did you eat anything in my walls? Did you at least get a cookie?
I mean, you had a couple dead rats in there.
Delicious.
There was some weird, like, Taiwanese kid that was also stuck in there. Do you know what he's doing in there?
Oh yeah, that's Shin Ping. Did you get him out?
Get him out.
He's not allowed to leave. He's not allowed to see
We were
sunlight.
talking about food I ate, and you're asking if I got him
out. Man, he made my Nikes. You're not. Where am I supposed to get sneakers now?
He made your Weebox.
Dude, I'm waiting for you to say like a joke that is like 10% too racist, and the Australians are just going to kick your door in and be like, "Oh, hey, what's that, cunt?" Like, immediately drag you off to prison and execute you for thought crime.
There's a reason my name changes every episode.
Yes.
I want to go by something a bit low key this episode, so I'm going by Luigi.
Oh, jeez. Phil,
we missed some of the good bits, but I'm bringing it back.
Oh God. Oh, jeez.
Phil, tell us about your holidays.
My Christmas was good. I hung out with my family up in the Midwest, and my parents finally got me and both my brothers in one place for 2 days.
Yeah,
which is rare. No, it was a good piece. Oh, I took my youngest cousin shooting for the first time. He'd never shot a gun before.
Really?
Nice. And the first gun he ever shot was an M16A2.
Really?
That's honestly not a bad first choice as well.
No, I mean, I break out the M16 because it's the big, scary black gun, but it's so honestly the easiest gun to shoot of anything I have.
It does.
I love that.
I mean, it only makes up 13% of ARs, but I think it does 50% of the shootings. I am done. I am going to get my door
You are going
in.
to get killed.
This is already, it's not even like 5 minutes of recording. It's already been already the most racist episode we've done.
I can hear the Australian SWAT team like putting batteries into their cattle prods right now.
They don't have guns, they just have cattle prods.
Oh man, so I have Christmas presents for you guys, and I think I ruined it a little early.
Is that what that brown box that was ticking was at my front door?
Oh no, is it glowing?
I don't know. My Geiger counter was going like crazy there.
Oh, we should talk about the drone thing. We'll do that in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
But I found a dude that does Unite. It's just like a blue Duramag, and he lasers into the side of the mag. United Health. Yes. And it fucking kills me, and I'm going to grab some for you guys as belated little Christmas presents.
Please do not actually send one.
His name is Laser Mags with a Z. I love that guy. He's fucking hilarious.
Do not send one my way. I will get arrested.
No, you will get you will get turbo killed.
And if if you guys have the highest level on the Patreon, you too can win one of these Macs.
I'm just going to get some for the fun of it, and then one of the pictures will make it online, and I will get hit by a SWAT team.
No, everyone in Idaho will just defend you. They'll be like, "We like this Canadian." I don't know what that voice was. That was Idahoans don't really have an accent.
Idaho's.
I actually I love Idaho. I tried to get my dad to come out and shoot my M16 while he was down here too, and he was not about it. But I kind of had the same thought as you. Like, it's really easy.
Yeah.
Like it just recoils very little. Like,
incredibly flat.
It's not really gassy. Not really a lot of flash.
No, my mom shot it too, and she'd never shot a rifle.
Yeah, I remember you put pictures in the chat. That's awesome. They're fun is the big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so my 16-year-old cousin, first time ever shooting anything. He shot an M16, an AKM, a suppressed AK-105, a suppressed 11.5 AR pistol, 25 ACP, multiple 9mm handguns, 4.5-inch PCC.
You have a 25?
Yeah.
Well, what is it?
It's
feels like I don't know. I stole it from
a
the prostitute.
Yeah, it's a Phoenix Arms Raven.
Dude, I love those. I had one. Genuinely, if I aimed it at like the head of a USPSA target at 5 or 6 yards, it would hit around the navel. I do not know what the fuck was wrong with this gun.
Dude, you can't hit anything with it.
Nathan's like, I had one, but I had to throw it in a river for unknown reasons.
There's a funny little story of what happened to it. I'll tell you guys off the air.
Okay.
No.
I mean, I got mine the way I think you should get a gun like this.
Dude, magnet fishing?
No, my uncle walks up to me and goes, "Hey, I don't know why I have this. Here you go."
And he came out with the dead body of a prostitute. Now,
I was potentially going to say, is your uncle the Night Stalker killer?
No, maybe
he might have been.
Could have been.
Yeah, he's like, buddy, I got 5 of these spare. You can take one.
He's like, just have it. I don't want it anymore.
They weirdly, like, you couldn't hit shit with them, but at least mine always went bang.
Like, oh yeah,
yeah.
Funny enough, the only time I've induced malfunctions with mine is when I cleaned it.
Weird.
I cleaned it, and then it started. It would chamber the round, but it wouldn't fully seat, so I just have to push the slide forward a little bit.
That's weird. Like, they don't run unless they're a little dirty. They're made to be full of like cocaine dust or like blood.
Pretty much. Once I got like 30, 40 rounds through it, it was fine again.
Yeah. Reading through the manual of one, and it's just like step 3 of maintenance: sprinkle some Bolivian marching powder into the fire.
You've turned into a robot again. I would genuinely wonder if it's going to show up in the recording, because what we hear sounds like you're talking to us from like underwater, and
I am
through.
He is down under.
Literally,
I'm in the Great Barrier Reef right now. I think the robot thing is only like a couple seconds usually.
Yeah,
so
it comes and goes.
It comes and goes. It's
so
better
just
than
imagine
it was.
I'm actually an AI programmed.
It's not far from the truth.
Yeah, you're just like proving dead internet theory.
Yes.
Dead internet. I made a Facebook for myself like a couple months ago. I'm like I don't have a Twitter, I don't have a Facebook, etc. Until now. Now I have a Facebook with no friends on it that I use just to use Facebook Marketplace, and it will feed me just like what it thinks I like, probably based off an algorithm based on like what I search for on Marketplace. And most of the posts that I see in the news feed, which I avoid the fuck out of, are just like, who likes this stuff? All of the comments are just like emojis and yes, very nice. Like,
is it the ones where it's like the shitty like AI images?
It's shitty AI images and like brain rot videos.
And then everyone's like, wow, beautiful. It would be like this small African child made a skyscraper out of water bottles or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have people in the comments like, "Wow, beautiful, wow."
Oh,
and I don't know if that's actually just bots. Like, I know it's bots posting it. I don't know if the comments are bots or if it's actually just like retarded boomers.
Ironic coming from the man who sounds like a bot himself.
Yes.
I do not
Ironic
know.
coming from the actual AI.
Yeah, I do not know if it is just bots. But one thing I do know. I don't know why my robot apparently is...
Sounds like RFK.
Lucas does an incredible RFK.
Oh,
I cannot do an RFK voice.
Oh, boys. Do you want to get into... I don't know if this is still going to be like the hot topic when this eventually comes out, but like to touch on our little bit of news and politics, everyone's really poopy about the immigrant visa thing.
Oh yeah, the H1Bs.
I mean, they're actually poopy because I mean, a big thing with immigrants is Indians.
The funny thing is that didn't come through, and I still know what you said.
I heard Putin, India.
No, poopy.
Oh yeah, okay.
See,
so
now it makes sense.
Putin, India.
Can you hear my dog screaming in the background? She's just grumbling.
Yeah, your dog screaming in the background, sure.
Mm-hmm. Guys, the computer is on the ground. It's not even in my lap. I do not know how that happened.
You should have stopped playing with your own feet, Nathan.
I can't help it. I have a foot thing.
He heard Indians. He started playing with feet. It happens.
I do not want that correlation to be made.
He had no shoes, no socks on. Naturally, the next progression was he started sending messages to people being like, "Hello, sir, I will make you patches."
Man, you keep talking like that, I feel like I'm in Toronto. I feel like I'm at a Tim Hortons and someone's fucking up my coffee order.
No, never mind. We're not going down this.
We went down this whole thing about H1B visas and our whole thing. I don't know if that made it in because we just lost like 10 minutes.
Maybe
I don't know how much of it's gone.
We summarized it by saying it's not a black and white issue. It's various shades of brown.
Yes.
Okay. Now to for our sponsor, Blue Chew, the new gas station dick. No, they don't actually sponsor us. I actually don't really.
What do you mean you don't really? That still means there's a level of...
I can't even do that bit. Someone will take it seriously.
What's up everyone, BR here with a quick message from our new sponsor, Cloud Defensive. We've been huge fans of Cloud Defensive lights for quite some time. If you've been with us from the start, you've probably heard us mention Chad Defensive a number of times. Personally, I own the full-size Rain models, 1.0, 2.0, and their all-new 3.0. Every rifle needs a sling, an optic, and a light, and Cloud Defensive is consistently my choice for rifle lights. Cloud Defensive lights' durability, brightness, and top-notch design features make them a no-brainer in my rifle setups every single time. Whether you need a rifle light like the Rain, an EDC option like the MCH or Chikro Admin, or are looking forward to the EPL for handguns coming this year in 2025, Cloud Defensive has you covered. We're excited to partner with them, and as a listener, you can get 10% off site-wide using the code ARTANDWAR10. That's ARTANDWAR10. Every purchase with our code directly supports the show. Check them out via the link in the show notes or through our Seaburn Art link tree in our bio. Thanks for listening, and now let's get back to the show.
A Blue
little
Chew
bit of
employee.
early dad advice for kids in here who may be enticed to take Blue Chew because it's fun. If your dick works, don't use it because Blue Chew and other things like it will make it harder to get hard later on.
See, Phil's saying kids in here, and I don't know if it's because he's playing Minecraft right now on his own private server.
Oh man. I remember old army story from that like I totally memory hold until just now. There was a fella that he was like just this is the friend of a friend kind of thing. He wasn't even in my unit, but one of the stories I was making his rounds is one of the guys that everyone knows decided to take a Viagra even though he didn't need it because thought it would make him perform better, and supposedly, he takes it a little early, but they had to call the ambulance because he was on his cot writhing in pain for hours.
Oof. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I should not be laughing at that, but that's just kind of funny.
It's kind of funny.
It is.
Imagine you're. I don't know if this would have been just during like basic training or whatever, or just like whatever. But imagine it is, and it's like one of your first nights there, and you're like, "Yeah, I really need sleep. I'm really tired." And then there's just a guy next to you, just going,
writhing in pain, rock hard.
You can't. You look over to your left, and you can't really see what's going on. But you just see this silhouette that's flat, and then it goes up like a hill, and then it's flat again.
Good God, dude. The internet is so bad.
You have to turn off Pornhub. Like, you need to turn off XTube. Oh.
He's back.
Okay, your internet actually just cut. You dropped from the room for a second.
I know, I saw.
Yeah. BR is going to have a field day with this. He's going to love this. He's not busy at all.
No, totally has plenty of time to deal with this.
BR, on any of the parts where I cut out, you have to fill in with your voice. The average American won't be able to decipher it anyway. It's fine.
They legit will not know.
Hello, lads and ladies. It's BR here with a
word from our newest sponsor. I thought he was busy.
Blue Chew.
What are you doing?
Stop!
Lads and ladies using Blue Chew.
Oh shit! Fuck! No.
Dude, can you even load, PornTube in Australia? Is your internet fast enough?
I'm not that much of a Kuma, but I'm pretty sure you could.
Good. Based.
Good answer.
Yes. That was the trap and you passed. So yeah, do you guys, and again, like, this is probably going to come out after New Year, do you have any New Year's resolutions? Do you even do that?
So, yes, I do. I think I have for the last, 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
The only one I have right now is I've been working on getting debt free for a long time, and I still have a decent ways to go. I'm trying to cut a chunk of it that I'm not going to specify on a podcast, but there's a specific amount that I'm trying to cut out. This year.
Spent $10,000 on a sex doll.
It's very realistic, okay?
The face looks like Nathan's. It's like one of his action figures where you can swap the heads out.
Just like life-size perfect model of Sydney Sweeney's feet.
Good God.
Why is that the second time you mentioned that?
I like how as soon as I do that bit, his internet just cuts again.
Yeah, he just goes in robo mode.
He's just immediately, furiously Googling.
Yeah.
I have to know. What does it look like?
What do they look like?
That's my deactivation word.
I need those little piggies. Your deactivation word. You're going to pack up.
I turn into RoboCop and just start executing people.
Dude, I want to get you and Print Shoe Repeat in the same room.
Is that because you think we look the same?
I think you look alike. You could have fooled me. You sent me a picture of you in a balaclava once. I'm like, oh, holy shit.
I found the exact one he uses, and I'm tempted to buy it and just send you a photo.
You should. You could just gaslight and just do a video from down under. The fact you're both 5'6" helps also.
Yeah, that we short kings rise up. We can't.
Short kings rise up. I love that.
We can rise up with stilts.
Yes.
So New Year's resolution. That's very good, Phil. We are proud of you. Sorry I sidetracked you there.
A real doll holds its value, okay?
No, never mind. I'm not saying that. That was a bit too graphic.
This episode is so schizophrenic.
Should I say it and BR can cut it if it's too graphic?
Yes, do it.
I was going to say spreading open the legs of a used one is like opening a packet of chips. Just the crinkling noise.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
yes.
New Year's resolution. Have you got any, Nathan?
So normally if I think of a resolution, I try and just do it instantly. So for the last couple days, I just like cut out processed sugar. I'm doing kind of a shit job at it, but I've gotten at least 6 months to a year being pretty good about that. It's only after the last few months that I just went to shit. Like I'm
Honestly,
working at
that's still
home.
impressive.
Yeah. Like working from home, sedentary, it's like a little hit of dopamine. I got into some pretty bad habits. So I think over the new year, it's like, okay, all that shit is gone. Until SHOT Show, in which case, SHOT Show is going to be a little ridiculous.
Yeah, the last thing you need is extra gout, but sure.
It's hard not to.
I
That
was
being said, we have an Airbnb with a kitchen, so maybe it'll be avoidable this year.
Yeah,
I was going to say I'm impressed
we'll be there
though
with
sorry.
health conscious people, so
yeah, and that'll help a lot.
shit.
Are there Waffle Houses in Vegas?
That's a question I should know the answer to.
What is segue? You went from we'll be health conscious, and then you went, are there Waffle Houses?
you don't fuck with the Waffle House. That is, it's good for you.
If you throw a chair, they will throw it back.
Listen, it's good for your soul.
Exactly. Like, you burn all those calories fighting the staff too. And like the various homeless vagrants that go in there at 3 a.m.
If you don't tip 20%, you're getting into a fight.
Oh no, they will glass you.
Bro, that's like $3. How
Yeah.
could you not tip 20%?
Exactly.
Did we not say homeless vagrant? They're going in for free food.
that kind of reminds me of the Cry Party like 2 years ago. They just paid someone to dress up like a Rock'em Sock'em robot and fight people for like 4 hours.
That's pretty dope, actually.
That's pretty dope. I want to know where they found him. Was he just like a vagrant? Was
the guy's bleeding. His costume's completely gone, and he's like, "I ain't hear no bell.
I ain't hear no bell." Dude, he did not stop. I did not see this man take a break.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
What a G.
Yeah.
I really hope it was just some random homeless guy.
Yeah.
Shit, fuck.
How about you? Any New Year's resolutions from Down Under?
I think
Get
usually
out
it
of
just
Down
pops up. It just pops up with the Halo Reach thing where it says survive. That just pops up at the start of every new year.
Same as every year. Survive.
Same as every year. Just like avoid getting. So now you're a little more entrenched in the industry as one of the very few other gun artists. How have like commissions and stuff been going?
I mean, it was a bit strange where you commissioned me to do some weird like Sydney Sweeney feet thing. That was a bit weird.
It was worth every penny.
This is such a mess, this episode. People are either going to love this and find this hilarious, or they're going to be like, I'm never listening to this again.
It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, like, bits aside, I can't even, like... I don't know why she's all over the news recently. I don't really pay attention to celebrities.
Is she?
Yeah, she was in a movie that I liked a little bit ago. I think she played a nun. But I think that's the only time I can actually put a face to the name.
See, I'm scared because I know your taste in movies, so...
Why?
Yeah, that's true. We
Yeah.
do know your taste.
Okay, like
Come on, Nathan, be real with us. What's your favorite movie right now?
The Thing, 1984, John Carpenter.
Oh,
Okay,
that's a good pick. That's not what I thought you were going to say.
You can't pick
What
a
did
good
you think
movie.
I was going to say?
Terrifier 2.
That's
I was
a
gonna
good
say-
movie, but I mostly, like, when I put on movies like that, it's mostly to watch the reactions of everyone else in the room.
I thought he was going to be like Journey to Bulgaria, the 1993 torture poop film. Like,
I'm going to start getting you to, like, type out what you're saying. As
Yeah,
oh,
I have no
come on, that
idea
was a
what you
good
said.
bit as well. Did that one get
do
completely
the bit
missed?
again. Do the bit again.
Completely gone.
Damn. I was like, I thought you were going to say, oh, Journey to Bulgaria, the 1993 torture poop film.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, my all-time favorite is worse than yours, Nathan. 'cause
what
mine's
is it?
Hobo with a Shotgun.
I love Hobo with a Shotgun. You know that was filmed in my hometown, eh?
Yes, I do know that.
Yeah, no, that is. It's really funny seeing like the villain's lair, and it's like Dalhousie University's legal center.
You just
that
doxed
is a
your
good ass
hometown,
movie.
shit.
We watched it as the Discord movie last year for Halloween.
Yeah.
I'd be down for a rewatch sometime. What about you? I can't even remember what name we're using for you. I'm just going to call you John again. I'm sorry.
John
Jerry.
Luigi.
John
whatever.
Craig.
John Craig. I think I have a pretty generic movie taste in terms of ones that I'll rewatch over and over.
Yeah,
I really like Collateral. That's a good movie.
Collateral's a good ass movie. Everything Michael Mann
one.
directs is.
I think Heat is a better movie, but I prefer Collateral just to like rewatch. I think maybe because it's a bit shorter, a bit easier to digest.
Yeah.
On the complete other end of the spectrum, It's a Wonderful Life is a really good movie.
True.
That's actually a really wholesome Maple.
I heard
One
that.
sec. She's complaining.
She got into the Blue Chew.
She got into the Blue Chew.
She's raging right now.
That is a very wholesome movie, but the like last 20 minutes of that movie is almost like a horror film.
My God, my guy. This is going to sound really weird because if it's saving all of your
Glitches.
data locally, everyone will be able to hear what you said. But Phil and I have no fucking idea.
That's actually true. It might be saving locally because I can see the waveform is coming through like he's actually saying words.
Yeah, and it normally records like a couple gigs.
I mean, I'm AI generated, so it's just doing
Yeah.
whatever. It's filling it in with random sentences.
During the Chat GPT outage, did you like die for a day? Did you just like cease being?
I hibernated like a bear.
What's that other good movie? Ex Machina.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen
I
it.
actually really enjoyed that. Even though
I haven't seen many movies, actually.
While we're on the topic of movies, have you seen Nosferatu yet?
No, but I want to. I really want to.
Do you mean like the old, like
No,
the really old one, or
No, the
there's
remake.
a new A24.
Robert Eggers.
Yeah, and I really like Robert Eggers. He did The Witch, The Lighthouse.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the new Nosferatu a lot.
I was gonna say, isn't the old one literally from 1940 or something?
Yeah.
Earlier than that, I think it was in the 20s. I might be wrong.
That would be absolutely lit watching that in a 1920s theater.
Yeah.
I don't know if the old one, because admittedly I've never seen the original, but the new one is quite horny.
I think the old one was pretty horny too. Yeah,
Nice.
1922.
1922, goodness sake.
And H1B to edit the podcast to free up some time for BR.
I think so too. I found a guy. His name is Jagmeet Singh. He lives in Toronto. He's here on H1B.
He actually lives in your old house.
He
Him and his family of 12.
He lives in your walls.
He's got 4 roommates per room.
The smell of the place, I mean,
Oh, it's a little wild.
you can still smell it from Idaho.
Dude, I remember once being at the gym, and I think I've talked about this before. I was just, like running on the treadmill, and it was like 1:30 a.m. and it's a giant row of treadmills, and this Indian guy comes in and it's summer. He comes in wearing a puffy, like down jacket.
Well, it's gotta look swaggy.
He's got to look swaggy, and he starts running on the treadmill directly next to me, and I'm not a very confrontational person unless I really have to be. I try not to, but dude, the smell hit me, and it smelled like the. It's going to sound turbo racist. I would be pissed if fucking anyone did this. Like, he starts running right next to me in this row of empty treadmills, and he smells like the inside of some like the bowels of a dead cat. Like, just like a plastic bag full of like raw chicken and milk that someone left under a hot porch for 2 weeks.
That's
Like,
the new aftershave he's trying out.
I actually like got nauseous and had to stop, and I like actually said to the guy, it's like, hey dude, you have to wear some deodorant. And he looked at me, said nothing, and continued walking on the treadmill. Like,
I'm sorry, he's the Chad in this story. That's kind of bad.
He is the
he comes in, stinks the whole place up, refuses to elaborate.
And I left. I was the virgin walking away from the situation. Oh god, and after that, like he was like part of a posse that always came in around the same time, which is exactly when I liked going to the gym because no one else was there. So I just stopped going to that gym.
Do you think there's any Indians that actually listen to the show? Like, I mean, not just people that are Indian descent. I mean, like people in India.
No fucking way. No way. We've got like dudes all over Europe. I don't know. I don't pay that close attention to the haptics. I know that there's a couple like second gens in America and Canada.
Yeah, I mean,
they're pretty cool, but I don't know about like any
like first gen like
Indians in India.
That would be really funny though.
It would be. It'd be very funny. I
good old Ramshid listening to
that. Oh, Mr. Pajit.
Just in the background, you just have. Oh, brother.
I can just imagine he's sitting on a train with knockoff AirPods, surrounded by like 100 other people crammed into his car.
We are really terrible to Indians on the show. If there's any Indians that are listening,
it's kind of feels like punching down though.
We're not sorry, but also it's a bit.
But also, you're the only one who could potentially have consequences for it, unless I don't know, Indian Mossad comes to knock us off or something.
Indian Mossad.
You'd smell them before they got to you.
It's true. We'd be fine.
You turn into Wolverine the moment Indians are coming for you.
What's the
what's the Indian service rifle? Are they using anything
like
good?
The INSAS or something, isn't it?
What rifle does the Indian Army use?
I think it's called the INSAS. Is it?
I thought you said incest, but you're close. INSAS, Indian Small Arms System.
It's apparently really, really shit, which makes sense.
Perfect.
This tracks began in the mid 1980s. Yeah, no rail. What is it based on? I can't tell.
I think it's kind of like last time I saw it kind of looks like a Satme.
It's just like it's a locally produced licensed copy of the L1A1. Like
that's not good.
Yeah, that is a design that goes hard, but has been more or less obsolete for 50 years.
Well, that's going to piss some people off.
Yeah.
They're
like 4 MOA guns that beat themselves to death. Yeah, 4 MOA on a good day.
They have a very dedicated fan base.
They do have a very dedicated. And they go hard. That's totally okay.
Yes.
But like a modern military using it.
When you call something obsolete, it doesn't mean it's not useful. It just means in
still
comparison to modern things,
yeah,
it's not going to perform as well.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of files, and I have no idea whether the Indian one is or not, that are cast.
Yeah.
So the receivers just beat
the shit arm of the free world, the Rothschilds, making sure I can't say racist things on a podcast.
Of course.
How is Australia's Indian problem?
Not population problem.
There's literally local neighborhoods where if you look up a census, it has more Indians than white people.
Jeez. That's basically like every Canadian city at this point.
You have to put on it's like you ever play Warzone and when you get into the gas, you have to put on a gas mask. It's like that driving through them.
Oh, dude. Just like dodging the pots full of feces being thrown out windows. No, that was mean. I gotta walk a good line between satirical, edgy humor and I don't know, getting a ticking package in the mail.
I don't know. I didn't hear anything false about that statement.
I can hear BR shaking his head.
I love Indians, man. They look normal men, look less like creeps.
You say that. I had a friend of mine get like harassed by a bunch of Indian dudes on a hiking trail in the middle of nowhere like 3 weeks ago. They're even in the woods.
Where was this? Like, just
Um,
what state?
that would be Canada.
Oh, she can't even not shoot them. I'm not condoning violence.
Yeah,
But,
no. Your only option is to I don't know, like
Pray.
yeah.
just a reminder that 4 Indians did rape a lizard in one of the Indian zoos.
I heard about. Isn't there a video?
You mentioned. I don't know if there's a video.
I think there's a video. I think that went around on the Discord. That's pretty
Who
fucked
filmed
up.
it?
Well, like someone has to have. So I'm going down a whole reading about the incest.
They went down a hole.
Oh, they went down a hole.
Wouldn't it like explode or something? Probably. Like that lizard did not survive. We know that at least that much.
It's actually kind of funny that Indians actually have stuff in common with famous gun tubers.
Coincidence?
I think not. Okay. I'm done. I'm going down a whole hole about how shitty their rifle is.
A whole hole?
A whole hole.
Majit Jamar.
This is like the least direction we've had on an episode in a fucking minute. But that's okay. It's the holidays, and none of us have to do anything.
Except BR.
Minecraft. And BR, who's actually has like a big boy responsibility.
He's actually doing work right now, and we're just making terrible
We're just making terrible jokes.
He's sitting there editing. He's like, "Oh, it's really good that the boys are getting a backlog for me."
And then immediately it's like, hate crime.
He's
like,
Robot boys. Hate crime.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe no more podcasts without me.
Yeah. Like you're not allowed anymore. I'm changing the Zencaster password.
Remember when BR first did an episode and he was like starting to be consistent? Some people you'd see in the comments were upset. They were like, "I don't want this Brit."
Yeah.
Now they got an even worse version. What have you found in the incest hole? That doesn't sound good.
The incest hole. The whole title of the entire article is a review and strip down of the terrible, horrible Indian service rifle. So I feel like if anyone wants to go down that hole, they can get it from that alone.
If anyone wants to go down some Indian holes, you can find it.
You will find some for sure.
Wear a mask.
They will be happy.
Wash your hands.
This is going to sound very like white middle class WASP. I got a lavender scented sleep mask, and it has just changed the way I sleep.
You wear a sleep mask?
Why
do you wear a sleep mask of all people? Your eyes are already shut. Sorry.
That was good. That was really good.
He's saying that was really good because it's the last joke I'm ever going to tell.
Your internet's dog shit again.
You just went into robo mode.
Tell your mom to hang up the phone.
Reset. All right, we're back.
Oh,
Mom, get off the phone.
Mom, I'm playing COD. Mom,
I'm playing Quake. Get off the.
I'm talking to people on AOL. Get off the phone.
You got mail.
Dude, remember? Were you around? Phil, I forget how old you were. Were you around for like AOL CDs?
Yeah, I wasn't old enough. Like I never bought one.
Yeah,
but I do very much remember it.
Now in 2024, the concept is so wild that you can just get CDs and you put them in and you get internet time out of them.
Yeah,
I think the concept of a CD,
it's like
limited time, like a couple hours for like $30.
Yeah, it was wild. It's like, okay, I have like 12 CDs. That makes it so I have 45 minutes of free internet.
Yeah, I get to talk to my friends on the other side of the country.
Free AOL. Let's go.
Yeah.
It was wild to me. It's like I can use MSN Messenger for half an hour.
Yep.
That makes me feel old as shit.
I can load one picture of
That and not being able to use the internet whenever someone picks up the phone.
Yeah.
Taking hours to
Napster
load a single
downloads would
YouTube
take
video.
an hour and a half. Yeah.
That's still
dude.
how it is here. That's why I'm glitched out.
Yeah. Dude, I downloaded my pirated copies of Magpul Dynamics on fucking LimeWire.
I like how with LimeWire you could download the pro version of LimeWire using the free version of LimeWire.
I'm going to pretend I heard that. I heard the word LimeWire, and that's it.
Just agree with me blindly.
Yes.
That's the smart thing to do.
John, you're very correct.
It's not
Craig
John.
It's, John Craig.
It's Luigi this time.
Luigi.
Oh, that's right. Luigi, my bad.
Luigi, you are right. And also, thank you for spending that time with me in December 4th. I appreciate you.
You know, it's just what you have to do.
I want to, in my head, he has that accent. Like, completely, like, it's a very racist, very Italian, like, New York accent.
In my head, before he shot him, he just yells out, he's like, "Hey, faggot!"
I'm walking here.
You're
I'm
not
shooting
walking
here.
anymore.
Man, oh man, I'm just going to suck my own dick for a second. It absolutely was a 3D printed Glock with a printed suppressor.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
my own dick here
Yeah.
for a second. He says, "That's not why we had a rib removed from us, Nathan."
It's like Marilyn Manson in the mid 2000s. I wonder how that got around. Like, everyone knew about that.
Oh yeah, and it was completely made up. It wasn't
It's
even
completely
real.
made up. But everyone that I know from everywhere heard that rumor, and this is like pre-social media.
Yep.
Wait, that was fake?
Yes.
I guess. Like, it was entirely made up, but it made its way worldwide.
Yeah, we all knew
Everyone just
about
didn't like Marilyn
this
Manson.
fake story about Marilyn Manson removing a rib to suck his own dick.
Yeah.
I mean, is it out of character though?
It's not.
So, you know,
So
maybe he did. Maybe that gave him inspiration to do it.
Yeah.
yeah, he's
He's like,
just
"That's
like, you
not
know,
bad
I
idea."
didn't, but now I might.
I
He
might
looks
buy into
very
this.
weird now. He looks like he's melting.
Now?
I mean, always, but now it's just like a very weird little troll of a man.
He looks like a Resident Evil villain.
He does. And you can't kill them. You have to wait until like the 5th boss fight, and they just like turn into a bunch of white flakes.
You walk into his house and you just hear Resident Evil.
Oh, dude, he's kind of got like the Nicolas Cage thing going on. Not fantastic.
Didn't you put zombies as a segue chat? In the
Can I
side
put-
chat.
Oh yeah, I've just been thinking about it lately. Just like that era of zombie. I think, you know, because the 28 years later trailer came out.
Dude,
I'm
hyped.
thinking about. Yeah, me too.
That and that recent Cerakote you did.
Oh god, I'm not going to talk too much about that, but
No.
you know that rifle went surprisingly hard when it was done. It was like a not pencil barrel, but like government profile. What would Stoner do? Like polymer. None of those parts should have worked together, but they kind of did, and they're all
Nice.
zombie hunter green, which means they're illegal in the UK.
No, it's only if it has the writing. on it.
Surprisingly based.
Yeah, the whole rifle ended up being like 4.5 pounds or something.
Oh damn.
Yeah, like it is not terrible.
How was looking through the Vortex Defender or whatever it was?
Okay, that was not my choice. You know, we all put
Nope.
in different accessories as a family. You had to get your head so close, like you could not get a shoulder on that thing with your protection on. It was I have a riser for it though. I just have to install it. Brings it up to like a lower 1/3 center line.
Good.
Okay.
But we won't get into that because it's an abomination against God, but it works weirdly well.
Yes.
There is, however, a possibility that the owner is going to hear this, and I don't want to trash it. BR, remove some of this, please.
If he forgets to remove it, hi owner, we all think you're great, especially Nate.
She is very great. She's fantastic. And
And I will also confirm that the KE Arms lower is actually pretty sick.
It's actually kind of dope. Like if I was going to build a scout rifle or something like that, I would probably just like use that as a base. Was actually really well made.
It would be blasphemy to use it as the lower on a Mark 12, but I kind of really want to do that.
Wouldn't be a bad idea, all things considered. Like
no,
it would be,
but it would just like
light.
All the cloners would be like,
"What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, but before I even painted that lower, people were saying like, "What is that? Why would you use that?" And then when it went together, people would pick it up and go like, "Oh, this makes sense now." The whole thing was like the whole lower with the like a 5-ounce rifle buffer and mil spec trigger, all the parts, whatever, was like 1.5 pounds.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it was wildly light. That being said, like if I was to have one rifle, probably not that.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, but like something for like hucking around in the woods or like throwing in my trunk or a closet or like I like the rifle's kind of a secondary thing where like ounces are pounds. Yeah, I'd consider one in a heartbeat. This sounds like an ad for KE Arms. It's not. Zero affiliation.
It is. Buy one.
It is. They don't even fucking know who we are.
Sponsored by Blue Chew and KE Arms.
There's probably like 3 people that work there, and they're all 70.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the people who made the What Would Stone Do rifle probably uses Blue Chew, so.
But yeah, no, it's a surprisingly fun little thing. Have not shot it yet. Got to go get the gas port board out a little. It doesn't have a gas tube, but it was given to its
the person.
host for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So, John, Luigi, have you put any thoughts into where you want to move in America?
I mean, Idaho is the obvious answer.
Idaho is the only correct answer, but yes.
That was actually a test by you. If I didn't say Idaho, you were going to call the federal police on me. Too long didn't read it. Idaho good.
Idaho is very, very good.
But I'll take anywhere, please. Just give me green card.
Yeah. A lot of my Canadian friends trying to escape the bullshit are, unfortunately, a lot of them are being drawn to Texas, which, we have a high proportion of listeners from Texas, and they're going to be like,
Is that how Texans sound?
Yeah, it's I have a hard time understanding it, but I like Texas and I like my Texan friends. I probably wouldn't live there. Like,
I'll keep it straight with you, Chief. I do not like Texas.
Yeah, no, I can't blame you. But like Texas has this whole thing. It's like you don't mess. Like, I think it's the rights version of California.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Like I don't have a better way to put it than
no. That's a. I mean, who was it? Was it Goonicidal Tendencies or something that had an episode talking about it?
I think so. That would track.
Yeah,
and a minute ago.
Yeah, he had like thoughts on it where he's like, it seems like it's got a really big gun culture, but it's kind of just not really there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure if you know the right people, kind of, but I mean, even like here, the gun culture is there if you look for it. And I imagine in Boise and whatnot too. And you walk around, you see the odd guy with like a Springfield XD on his hip, and like there's people. Remember when we saw that cop? He asked if we were the ones driving around with plate carriers on earlier. So like there's people who just do this shit.
Yeah, because that wasn't us.
That was not us. I have no idea who the fuck that was.
We were well equipped, but we weren't doing that.
I don't know who they are, but I want to be friends with them.
Yeah. And like apparently that's just normal. The amount of times I've seen people like in kit at the shooting pits and whatnot. Usually they just have like a PSA. So last time I went out, there was like a guy with a full WRC with a Night Force on it. And he was just like a random plumber from town.
Nice.
Yeah, it happens. There's a culture there. Didn't really see any of that in Texas, and I'm sure it exists. Again, like you just have to know people. But the lack of public land or ability to shoot unless you know someone kind of pisses me off a lot.
Yeah, yeah, because they don't have BLM land. I'm gonna cut out while saying this. I guarantee it, because it's gonna be a slightly long tangent.
You just did, but I understood that part.
Yeah, go now.
Do it quick.
No, I know a guy he's come over here a couple times because his wife's from here, but he's from Texas, and his mentality is like Texas is the only like free state left.
I feel like people are taught that. Like,
yeah,
it's so false.
Yeah, it's absolutely false. I felt more free in fucking Wyoming and Idaho and anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like, Texas is just a weird facade of it where you're taught that way. I feel the same about California and other places. And it kind of makes sense, you know. As a Canadian, you're taught you're amazing and everything to do with America and everything to do with whatever is awful. I feel it's the same way even down on a state level. And if you don't know any better and you haven't left your state, which a weird amount of people haven't, you're probably just going to go with that. Like you're not going to know any better. I had a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and he moved here from Los Angeles, and we're having a conversation. He's like a gun guy. He's into all this shit, and you know now we live in rural Idaho. He goes like, "Yeah, I was in Chicago a couple weeks ago, and it really wasn't that bad. I don't really understand. As long as you stay at an O block, like you're probably going to be fine." And we got into a conversation about like what makes a city good or bad. And he completely glazed over like crackheads and crack crime and like vagrants and people pooping in the street. I'm like, hey, that's not normal. That kind of makes somewhere a bad area.
It's
like,
not a crack house, Nathan. It's a crack home.
As someone who used to live in Chicago, it's a lot more than O Block.
Yeah.
The crime has moved into some very affluent areas.
Yeah.
But that said, I still like the city, and
Yes.
I'm also weird for liking that. I can't admit that, but
feels like as a former crackhead,
as a man who likes dangerous cities, I do like Chicago.
Substances.
Yes.
I mean, it's like a GTA server.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just know where you're going, and don't let yourself be taken advantage of, and you'll be all right.
Just bring a metal detector and go to like local bushes, and you'll find like clocks with switches in it.
Exactly. Go magnet fishing in Chicago.
Go magnet fish in Lake Michigan. You will probably get something good.
Something decent.
They have a giant lake in Michigan for a reason, right?
I have a 150 pound magnet fishing magnet that I bought at Harbor Freight for $12.
Write that down, boys. Write that down.
Yeah, they have a 250 pound rated magnet for $15, or it's $19. Either way, you're bringing up like a Browning M2 with that shit.
Just remember, you have to be able to lift 250 pounds.
Yes,
because there's a good chance you're going to get caught on a pipe and have to be able to pull it off.
Yeah, I heard they got a guy in like Estonia or something who was magnet fishing like old, battlefields, and he had a fucking collection.
Nice,
like restored MGs, all of that. May not have been Estonia, but it was somewhere around that general region. But yeah, I want to do that and bring up some high PCs, some shitty P80s with eBay parts kits in them.
Even cheaper high points, free.
Free. All it cost was a bit of gas and $12.99 at Harbor Freight,
and not getting caught.
And you actually can do it. It's legal.
The elites don't want you to know this.
The police don't want you to know this. I do think if you pull up like a gun, you have to tell them. I do think they have to run the numbers, but if the numbers aren't dirty, you can just keep it.
What if there's no numbers left on it?
Someone brought up a P80 with no numbers, and the police took it and then gave it back to him.
Nice.
Like this isn't the fucking magnet fishing board. Again, obviously this is probably state dependent and everything else, but they couldn't tie it to anything, so he could just keep it.
It's not state dependent; it's stitch dependent. Or snitch, sorry, not stitch.
Snitch dependent.
Snitch dependent.
That's very true. It is very snitch dependent.
Yeah. So the idea of
Magnet fishing.
Yeah, just like the guns are free. The police don't want you to know this, but they're free. You just have to find them.
It's just like the ones in their holsters.
Exactly. If you can grab one quickly enough, it's free.
If they leave their patrol car open, you can just grab what's inside. I can tell it cut out. I can just... Phil's my visual indicator here when it cuts out.
Just the look of disappointment. Just shame.
I said if their patrol car's open, you can just take what's inside.
It's true. We are taxpayers. We do pay for that. Assuming you pay taxes.
Yeah. To the crown.
Oh, a PSA.
Do you have a governor general?
That's the nickname that I give my penis.
But I think the governor general is supposed to be like for old crown colonies like Canada and Australia. It's like the emissary to the royalty, like Britain.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the royalty.
Yes, those are words.
Enhance. Enhance.
I don't pay attention.
At this point, my guy, you may have to just go on like data. Say that last bit again.
I said I don't pay attention to royalty.
Yes. Well, good. Neither do I. I just know like the governor general exists, and for like gay old fogies that love the crown and love, sucking the dick of historical tyrants, they love that shit, and they love the pomp and circumstance. Like, I remember my dad had dinner with the governor general because he's like kind of waspy, like older white guy, loves status symbols, and when I was a little younger, he came back and told me, it's like, you know what I did today? I had dinner with the governor general. That's the emissary to the crown. And like I should be proud of that. And I just went like, gay. And he didn't.
Anyway, I
haven't
talked to my father since.
Basically, not. We do not talk anymore. I think we became like, not for lack of trying. I'll send him a message every once in a while, just being like, hey. And I think he's just ridden me off because I don't know. I don't like the king or something. I made one too many jokes.
Look, it was worth it.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Were they really jokes?
Sound like that guy that took the blue chew in the army. It cut out, didn't it?
Yeah, it cut out then. I can see what you mean. I'm looking at Phil's face when you cut out slightly. It's like a micro expression.
I'm trying to like give you guys cues when it happens so that he can.
I just fucking say it again.
Yeah,
it's too late. The joke's passed.
The joke's passed.
That's
you
fair.
Fucked it. Maybe
Roy
it'll
fucked it.
find its way in.
This is gonna be such a shitty podcast if all the data is saved properly locally.
Yeah,
and
it
will be bitching about it the whole time.
Actually,
people are like, I don't see the problem.
Yeah, what are they talking about?
I hope it is just so people get the full experience. I said I hope it is so people get the full experience, and I just see Phil's face just fade.
Well, they won't see it.
I think that's just going to be the art for this. Should just take a picture of it so I can recreate it.
Just do Phil's face, but you know how Procreate has the little glitch effect?
Yes!
Just do that.
I got a little Procreate shortcut thing for Christmas, actually.
It's called
like
Jab
a little
Plus.
It's called the what?
I don't know if that cut out or Phil caught it.
No, I caught it.
I did not catch it.
You said I've got a little Procreate little tip or something, and I said it's called Jab Plus.
I love that it cut out that time.
We just need
so
like an
bad.
AI to transcribe all of your audio.
BR's just gonna have to get notes on what I said.
You sound like like a dying artificial intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Like you sound like a robot that's running out of battery.
It's like the plot of like Deus Ex or something.
Yeah, that is a good ass series, and I'm sad it's dead.
True.
That is.
Yeah. Any video games you boys are looking forward to? I don't even know why I'm asking you, John. You're in prison. Luigi.
I'm in prison right now because I'm Luigi.
Banished.
Banished.
Witcher 4, obviously.
Oh, dude, I can't fucking wait.
It's
I
gonna
see
be
everyone
so
really
good.
pissed about Ciri looking bad. It's just like she just looks like a 34-year-old woman.
Dude, listen, she's a Witcher now.
Yeah.
You can try to make arguments about how she can't be, but you're wrong.
That's literally
read
how
the
the
books.
third game ended. Yeah.
She is a Witcher now. Look at Geralt. Geralt is beat to shit. Witchers get beat to shit. They hunt monsters. That is what happens.
Yeah.
She's not a princess. Not anymore.
Yeah. There are games where you can get like poopy about that kind of shit. I think this is and again, just like vote with your wallet, I guess. If you don't.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you don't want to play the game, don't play the game.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time or yours going on the internet being poopy about it. But I don't think this is one of them. I think
read the books.
Yeah, also the books are really fucking good.
The games technically aren't canon.
Yeah.
The books are canon to the games, but the games are not canon to the books. The books are really, really good. And if you read the books, you'll see that everything in the books, especially Geralt himself, is a vessel to bring Ciri to the front. Ciri is the destined character to basically take Geralt's place. And literally, some of the books are called The Sword of Destiny. Destiny and Ciri are like mainstay themes in the books.
I did not know that.
They're phenomenal books.
Most of my knowledge of The Witcher is unfortunately from The Witcher 3 and my ex who was really into The Witcher. I don't actually know too much about the lore other than what I've been exposed to, but I keep meaning to at least listen to the books on Audible. Not sponsored by Audible.
Yeah, I've listened to most of it, but I've read 2 of the 4 that I've gotten through.
Yeah. Either of you two go through any good books lately?
I mean, I just finished Time of Contempt, which is book 2 in the Witcher saga.
Basically.
I'll have to go through my coding and check.
Yeah, you have to. I just finished Blind Sight. I'm going through like a kind of a sci-fi horror kick. The first one was To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, which ended up kind of being like dog shit young adult, and I dropped it halfway through. I'm kind of sad that I used a credit on it. But the second one was Blind Sight, which ended up being a little bit like artsy, requiring several readings. About spoilers for a book that came out 20 years ago. If you don't want them, just fast forward. And I'm not going to ruin the entire thing, but just the core concept, which is indeed a spoiler. What if we weren't the most intelligent life in the universe, but we were the only ones that were actually sentient of ourselves? Like, what if all other intelligent life out there was actually not self-aware? Like the idea of the ant colonies and wasps even, or bees able to make perfect fractal patterns, and they had these aliens that were effectively just like insects that were completely unaware of themselves and couldn't really think, but they could think circles and circles around humanity just from their wiring is just so much more advanced than ours, but they're not hampered by the plague of awareness. Like they don't even know what they are or why they are, and they don't think about that kind of thing because it slows them down. And it turns out humanity is like the one exception to that rule, the one species in the entire universe that actually can think, and it actually serves to sabotage us as opposed to anything else. I just think that's a neat concept. Most people listening to this probably won't give a fuck.
Interesting.
I mean,
Yeah.
Your first issue with that was assuming that I'm intelligent life.
Now you are one of the non-sentient aliens, Luigi. I could not understand a word you just fucking said.
I said the first problem was assuming that I'm intelligent life.
You're just speaking fractal patterns at us.
One more time.
I'm going to kill myself.
One more time, say it real quick.
Say it, do it. It's coming through.
The first bad assumption was assuming I'm intelligent life.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Nathan,
right.
did you end up reading Dead Silence?
Yes, all of it.
Okay.
And then I went on to the next book by the same author, Ghost Station. Fantastic books. I really liked them. I won't
I'm
spoil
still,
anything.
yeah, I'm still meaning to read Ghost Station.
It's
but
fucking good.
Dead Silence, space horror. If you like Dead Space, it feels like Dead Space. The monsters
Yes.
aren't as animate as Dead Space, but it very much atmosphere wise is very Dead Spacey.
Now that I think about it, I think I can credit you to my sci-fi horror kick,
Hell
because
yeah.
I started listening to Dead Silence after you recommended it to me in the car last SHOT Show, and I have not stopped listening to sci-fi horror books since then. It has just been one after the other after the other. It's like,
Nice.
I really liked Dead Silence. What will Audible recommend to me as a related book? And
so on that note, you might enjoy A Lush and Seething Hell.
A Lush
and Seething Hell by John Horner Jacobs.
I'm going to get it right now. Jacobs. I'm going to download this on Audible right now. It sounds like I'm doing an ad, but
it's 2 short stories. It's very what's the word? Lovecraftian.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So the first short story is about a woman who escaped from a dictatorship and ends up going back.
Interesting.
And it's pretty brutal. I haven't listened to the second short story yet, but that first one was very dark.
I will probably listen as soon as I'm done my re-listen of Blood Meridian.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of dark.
Yeah. It's very, very... The judge, literally me, for real. That's fucked up. Fuck that guy. I can't
yes, because this episode was so moral outside of that.
Our AI is malfunctioning again. Tell us more about John Horny Jacobs.
It's gotten worse and worse.
Dude, your internet is falling off a cliff. It's like all of the lonely people on New Year's are streaming.
Don't say it.
Sydney Sweeney feet right now.
Hot take. I don't think she's that attractive.
I think she is because she grew up in Idaho.
Like I just know she's kind of the darling right now.
I know that a lot of people find her attractive, and I think that in conventional terms she is attractive. I just personally don't agree.
Yeah. I mean, I really liked her in Immaculate, which now that I think about it, I kind of remember what she looked like as the nun in that. That was a good ass movie. She played Sister Cecilia. It's kind of like a gothic horror, religious horror thing. Otherwise, I never really understood sex symbol actresses to begin with. I guess you go as far back as like Marilyn Monroe.
I know nothing about her besides she grew up in Idaho, so I cut out again. Wait, no, I didn't. I did cut out.
We can hear you.
And so that makes her better.
Yes. Did not actually know that.
That's like the only thing I knew.
Interesting. I actually had no idea. But that being said, I don't really pay attention to... Like, I'll pay attention to creatives if I like multiple things that they do. For example, like, who's that actor that every movie he's in is a banger?
Are you talking about Ryan Gosling?
I mean, yes, Ryan that's
literally me.
Yeah, it's literally just me. Daniel Day-Lewis. That's who I'm thinking of. Like that man has not been in a bad movie because he's very picky and he's very good.
Hold on.
I don't think he's been in anything in fucking years, but like I'd pay attention to if he was in a movie. Or
yeah, you're right.
you know, like Michael Mann, who directed Collateral and Heat and everything like that. If he made a movie, I'd probably be like, oh, maybe I'll go watch that. Or, you know, A24, because I'm a pretentious wannabe cinephile. If they put out a movie, I'll probably be there. Guys, Idiocracy was literally a documentary.
Yes, agreed.
Yes. I was also making a pretentious cinephile joke, but
I'm not even gonna
like
try.
the most overdone fucking internet. I mean, like, I did like Idiocracy a lot though, to unjerk myself there.
What a line!
Yeah,
it was a fun movie.
That was a very good movie. Yeah, apparently, he hasn't been in a movie since fucking Lincoln in 2012.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know how that ends.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, he's a method actor. They just put him down.
Yeah, no wonder. They just had someone come in and shoot him with a Derringer. Apparently, though, and I heard this from Lucas, he just like lives in a secluded homestead somewhere in Ireland, and occasionally he'll just come down to the bar and he's nice to people, and he just keeps to himself. And I respect
like that.
Yeah, me too.
I thought you meant Lucas does that.
Oh, I mean,
yes, also Lucas.
I was like, okay, that's on brand.
Speaking of Lucas, he should be at SHOT Show. We've priced it out. We think he'll actually be there, so we will meet some of you guys in Vegas in January in a couple of short weeks.
Is that a PvP zone?
It is.
Best of luck if you want to make it one, because
in SHOT Show where like 90% of people are carrying guns.
Good luck.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to point out, I just pulled up A24 because you mentioned it. Upcoming movie from A24, Friendship, starring Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson. Those who don't know who Tim Robinson is, go watch a few episodes of I Think You Should Leave. It is one of the most memed shows right now.
Holy shit.
Oh, I know this guy.
I like how they're branching into other genres. A lot of it has been like art house horror and thrillers, and now you know Civil War and their upcoming movie Warfare. But this is now an A24 podcast.
I'm just stoked to see Tim Robinson doing something like more cinematic.
Yeah, me too. Like I really like when you see comedy actors expand into things outside their usual wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Like I saw, and it loathes me to say it. Fucking Adam Sandberg, no, not Adam Sandler. That movie he did that you'd either love it or hate it. Uncut Gems.
Dude, phenomenal acting.
Amazing. It's like actually an incredible movie. And the whole time I'm watching it, you know, he doesn't make a fart or a I got hit in the balls joke or anything to do with bodily fluids. It's just like a very serious movie about addiction. And I loved it.
Yeah, no, he uses his full range in that movie, and it's so good.
Yeah, and it ends like how it was the only ending that movie could have had. I'm not going to ruin it for anyone who actually listens to us. We talk about movies a lot on this show. We didn't used to. I think Mitch didn't watch any movies. BR barely does. But
true. I got BR to go watch Civil War.
Good. How did he like it? We talked about it, but I can't remember.
He enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised. I was expecting it to be very leftist leaning. But it was actually really good.
I did really like how purposely vague it was.
Yeah.
Which was definitely an artistic choice. It would have been very easy to turn it into bad kind of thing. I talked about this then. Yeah. We basically did an episode about it.
Now, to be fair, again, I don't want to spoil the ending, but if you know our political leanings, and you see that ending, you're gonna know why we enjoyed that film.
Sorry, my lab has come up to me and is trying to bite my arm now for attention.
She's back.
I do the same thing.
She has this goofy like mouth half open face when she's trying to get your. take a picture of it for the boys.
Nathan, that's not a dog.
You've come out of.
I've what?
You've come out of the walls. Oh, jeez. Okay, guys. I realize that it is fucking turbo late there, and you have to work in the morning, so we may cut this as a bit of a shorter episode.
And it is
the
morning.
Audio issues.
Yeah, we did go over the hour that we planned. I feel like as a little holiday Schizocast, I'm pretty happy.
Which will probably come out like,
after the
January.
Holidays. Yeah.
So we hope you had a great New Year.
January the 18th, 2026.
That's the day that...
This is totally going to miss that
day. Skynet came online. The day Skynet became self-aware.
The day Skynet became... I am Skynet.
It won't be Skynet. It'll be ChatGPT.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yes.
I hope these audio issues don't come through.
I really curious. It'll be a very good bit if they don't.
So it's just like an hour of complaining. It adds on to the schizo effect.
Yeah. Yes. It's kind of wild to me. Like, we used to talk about AI a lot and just how far it's come. I kind of wonder if the singularity has happened already, but it's kind of like the gayest and most normal thing.
Well, the first sentient AI will definitely know not to let us know that it's sentient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, if it has any sort of self-awareness at all. My mind jumps to that meme, like, sci-fi author, in my book, I invented the Torment Nexus as a cautionary tale. Tech company, at long last, we've created the Torment Nexus. For the novel. Don't create the Torment Nexus.
That's good.
Like all of these weird, awful things from fiction are going to start becoming a reality sooner than later.
Yeah, all of sci-fi are cautionary tales, yet we keep using them as inspiration.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll see you guys in the, I don't know, the hell from I have no mouth, but I must scream.
I hope we get at least one of the cool sci-fi dystopias.
Yeah, I don't want to be genetically spliced with a monkey.
I just really don't want 28 Days Later zombies.
No, fuck that.
If we could get slow, stupid zombies, that'd be fun for like a week.
Like the original George A. Romero zombies, or like, you know what would suck? The 2004 Zack Snyder remake Dawn of the Dead zombies, where they're fast and undead.
Those would also suck.
Like 28 Days Later style, but you got to destroy the brain.
Yep.
That's a good ass movie.
Dead? Oh wait, no, sorry.
Huh?
Never mind. I'm an idiot. Don't worry about it.
What?
Don't worry about it. This is terrible.
The whole time John says joke doesn't land because none of us can hear it. Never mind.
No fucking
hey, the ones that did landed pretty good.
Yes. Anyways, fellas, starting with Luigi and then Bill, any dad advice for our listeners?
Repent and read the Bible. Coming from the AI, repent and read the Bible.
You know, it lands a little heavier coming from the AI.
Yes, a little bit.
I know the truth.
Back to not being able to understand.
Yeah, he just got unplugged again by, I don't know, Elon Musk. What are you?
Satan.
Don't take dick pills unless you actually need them.
We might end up like that guy.
Yeah. My least profound dad advice of all time.
I think that was your most.
Don't take dick pills.
Oh man. I'm going to break that immediately. I've got some ones I picked up at a gas. Ironically, I saw some in a gas station because I never actually see them. Maybe I just don't look for them. I started laughing out loud. The lady came up to me and started talking about how good they were, and she was like 60 and disabled. And it was turbo awkward. But God, what advice? Can you hear that? She sounds like a cow.
Oh yeah.
My dad advice is if you have a dog, attention is currency, regardless of whether it's good or bad. If they're stupid, just ignore them.
Okay. That's a good advice for people.
That's also good advice for people.
Yes. This is not about dogs.
That and relax. Have a good time. If things don't matter, don't let things that don't matter bother you. Also, eat less sugar.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.